Hey everybody, it's your old pal John. I am back with, this is Monty Python's Flying Circus. This is TV only. Yeah, TV only, so it's not going to be the movies, any of the movies they did. But some of the best ones from Watch Mojo. I think it's Watch Mojo UK, but I could be wrong. Let's check it out.
For this list, we're only including the best sketches from Monty Python's TV career.
Yeah.
So grab your dead parrot, bust out the spam, and let's get the funny walk started.
I think that's in very bad taste.
Number 10, Upper Class Twit of the Year.
Well, it certainly looks as though we're in for a splendid afternoon sport in this, the 127th Upper Class Twit of the Year show.
This sketch is centered around an obstacle course designed for the upper crust of British society.
They're off! Oh, no, they're not. No, they didn't realize they were supposed to start. Never mind, we'll soon sort that out. The judge is explaining it to them now. I think Nigel and Gervais have got the idea.
Okay, I gotta ask real quick. I've always had a question about this sketch. Is it because of inbreeding, or is it just because upper class twits just have no clue what to do and they never have to do anything? I don't know. Which one? Let me know.
All set to go!
Because the contenders are, for the most part, completely witless, the race involves such classic Olympic events as kicking the beggar, walking a straight line, and reversing into the old lady.
Sports car is reversing into the old woman. He's absolutely beautifully. Now he's going to accelerate forward there to wake up the neighbor.
The course concludes with a tricky obstacle, during which the upper-class twits must shoot themselves in the head.
Nigel shot himself. Nigel is third in this fine and most exciting upper-class Twit of the Year I have ever seen. Nigel's clubbed himself into fourth place.
There were like 4 people or 5 people watching. That was it. They were cheering for them. So well written. I miss Graham Chapman too.
Number 9, Cheese Shop.
Ah, hungry. In a nutshell, so I thought to myself, a little fermented curd will do the trick. So I curtailed my wall-polling activities, sallied forth and infiltrated your place of purveyance to negotiate the vending of some cheesy comestibles. Come again? I want to buy some cheese!
It's the eternal debate, cheddar or Swiss, brie or Edam.
Boursin, Brest Bleu, Perle de Champagne, Camembert.
Ah, we do have some camembert.
You do. Excellent.
Well, struggle no further because this shop offers none of them.
Oh,
What?
the cat's eating it.
Cleverly disguised as a purveyor of cheese, Michael Palin's character comes up with increasingly convoluted reasons for his store's obvious lack of stock.
I'll have a look, sir. No.
As John Cleese runs through a frankly impressive list of cheeses,
Liptar?
No.
Lancashire?
No.
White Stilton?
No.
the situation grows grim when it becomes obvious he won't be getting what he came for.
Tell me something. Do you have any cheese at all?
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to ask you that question once more. And if you say no, I'm going to shoot you through the head. Now, do you have any cheese at all?
No.
What a senseless waste of human life.
I love John Cleese. He's great. Oh man, he was one. I think he was one of the head writers. Him and Graham Chapman. Like one of them. I think they came up with most of the ideas, but I could be wrong. I think. Well.
Number 8, Argument Clinic.
I'd like to have an argument.
Oh, I love this one.
Have you been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Seemingly an exercise in futility, Michael Palin walks into a clinic whose sole purpose is to provide unpleasant social experiences.
Is this the right one for an argument?
I've told you once.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
When?
Just now.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Didn't. Didn't.
I'm telling you I did.
You did not.
I'm sorry, is this a 5-minute argument or the full half hour?
The character pays good money to engage in a squabble, but the situation doesn't go his way.
No, this isn't an argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. It's just contradiction.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is.
Obviously, they didn't have a YouTube comment section in those days.
If you're arguing, I must have paid.
Not necessarily. I could be arguing in my spare time.
I've had enough of this.
No, you haven't.
Oh, shut up.
Right. Carry on, Sergeant Major.
Number 7, self-defense against fresh fruit.
Okay, first of all, I gotta say I love the argument sketch. That was always one of my favorites on TV.
Flu! I've been eating too much fresh fruit!
What's more terrifying than an armed mugger?
When you're all walking home tonight and some homicidal maniac comes after you with a bunch of Loganberries, don't come crying to me!
In this sketch, John Cleese shows us how to successfully throw off a possible fruit attack armed with nothing but our wits, some ingenuity, and a secret technique.
Come on, attack me! Come on!
I have not seen this.
Sadly, lunatics armed with fresh fruit might be ready for that old trick. So it's important to improvise with what you got.
Now, the first thing to do when you're being stalked by an ugly mob with raspberries is to release the tiger!
Number 6, Candid Photography.
I mean, that's great. It's one of the things that makes it so cool is the lack of like great effects. I think that's one of the things that makes it just wonderful.
Also known as Nudge Nudge.
Is your wife
I
a
remember
goer?
this.
Hey? Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Nudge, 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 nudge. Know what I mean? Say no more. Know what I mean?
Terry Jones is just trying to enjoy his drink in a bar when another patron accosts him, and Eric Idle only has one thing on his mind.
Your wife interested in photographs? Hey? Know what I mean? Photographs? He asked him knowingly.
A brief line of questioning ensues, where it becomes obvious what Idle wants to talk about.
Look, are you insinuating something?
Oh, yes.
This classic sketch brings us a line we still know and use today, and also spoofs the prudish mindset of the time.
I mean, look, you know, you slept with a lady.
Yes.
What's it like?
Oh, that's good. All right. I do remember that one. That was good. Eric Idle's great in that. Has anyone ever met somebody like that? Just, again, in the comments if you...
Please? Oh, yes, I am. Thank God. Yeah.
The Ministry of Funny Walks.
Number 5, the Ministry
Silly
of
Walks.
Silly Walks.
Good morning. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, but I'm afraid my walk has become rather sillier recently, and so it takes me rather...
There are no words to define this classic sketch, but here are some anyway. The Python troupe send up their very own British government in usual fashion when Michael Palin attempts to subsidize a new silly walk he's perfecting.
I see. May I see your silly walk?
Yes, certainly, yes.
Unfortunately, it's just not silly enough.
It's not particularly silly, is it?
As proven by John Cleese's own impressively flexible stride.
Mr. Pewdie, the very real problem is one of money. I'm afraid that the Ministry of support that it needs. You see, there's defence, social security, health, housing, education, city walks. They're all but last year, the government spent less on the Ministry of City Walks than it did on national defence.
The sketch pokes fun at the seemingly impractical nature of the government at the time.
I'm going to offer you a research fellowship on the Anglo-French City Walk.
La marche futile? Et voilà!
I forget what the guy's name is, but he does all this. He does all the animation. And he's fabulous. Of course, it's live. I'll never remember names as soon as the camera goes on.
Number 4, the funniest joke in the world.
Oh my
In a few
God!
moments, he will have written the funniest joke in the world. And, as a consequence, he will die laughing.
Very much a product of post-World War II British society, the Pythons go back to their roots in this vignette about a joke so funny it literally kills.
It was obvious that this joke was lethal. No one could read it and live.
There are precautions to be followed when going near this joke.
I shall enter the house and attempt to remove the joke.
In fact, it's so deadly, it was soon translated to German and used on the battlefront.
Then is
Fortunately, the Germans weren't able to synthesize their own deadly gag.
Nein, schmeckt der Heron. Ist Offenburger mit Zweitingen.
We let you know.
Yeah, all right. This is great. If you have never seen this or don't know much, if you're an American and you don't know anything about Germans, they have they're well known for a lack of sense of humor. That seems to be the thing with Germans. So, yeah.
Morning, sir. Morning. I'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, fine.
Number 3, Homicidal Barber, the lumberjack song.
Oh, just ordinary short back and sides.
It's not a razor cut. Razor cut! That's artery murder!
Enter a man who never wanted to be a barber anyway, who dreamed of nothing but experiencing the great outdoors.
Leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia.
All he wanted was to sing and frolic in the forests and name all the trees
lumberjack.
he could.
The mighty Scots pine! The smell of fresh-cut timber!
Michael Palin is a man's man, a virile lumberjack who... Wait a second.
I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
Unfortunately, Palin's dream isn't shared by the rest of the cast.
I cut down trees, I wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a girlie, just like my dear mama. I cut down trees, wear high heels, suspenders and a bra. I wish I'd been a...
If you ever get a chance to watch the concert for George, it was George Harrison's, after he passed away in, I think, 98 or 90, something like that. No, it was later. It was maybe 2000 something. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Linda McCartney. That's wrong. It was in the 2000s, I think, for George. They did a concert called The Concert for George, and in it, the whole cast sort of reunited, and they did the Lumberjack song. And then they walked, I think, they did the Lumberjack song, and they walked off stage, and they all had no pants on. So you just saw bare ass on the way out.
Number 2, spam.
I don't like spam!
Doesn't this happen to everyone? A cross-dressing Graham Chapman sits down in a restaurant and orders breakfast, only to discover there's just one thing on the menu.
Could I have egg, bacon, spam and sausage without the spam?
It's a post-war lampoon of the country's overstock of spam, and also a delightful sing-along with some memorable lyrics.
Spam, 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 baked beans, spam, 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 spam.
Don't say it too often, though, or else Vikings.
I don't like spam! Spam, 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 spam.
Before we name our...
Interesting note: the Vikings never always had horns on. That's kind of a myth. The other thing is that yes, you can blame the United States for spam. We did create a lot of it, mostly for the Pacific theater of operations during World War II. And here's a weird thing, though. Right now, is I guess there was so much spam left over that in Hawaii, if you end up going there, they use spam in a lot of food. As a matter of fact, it's like the state food, and people, and they still make spam, so you can get it, pretty much wherever. And and for some reason my son likes it. I did a YouTube challenge years ago, and baked, cooked. What was it? Baked, cooked, or in a skillet. He likes it. He likes it fried in a skillet, I guess, and he likes that.
Pick for the upper class twit of the year. Here are a few honorable mentions.
Cardinal. Poker.
I've never
with
seen
the
this one.
soft cushion. Confess.
Fear of a new kind of violence, which is terrorizing the city.
Oh yeah.
Yes, gangs of old ladies attacking defenseless, fit young men.
I've been given a dirty,
And I hate it, I hate it, I hate it! Nasty, grubby, dirty, mangy, scrubby little dog! Which...
Number 1. Dead
The
Parrot,
parrot
sketch.
sketch. Yeah.
It's pining!
It's not pining, it's passed on. This parrot is no more.
How many different ways can you say dead?
It's expired and gone to meet its maker. This is a late parrot.
This sketch is an exercise in synonyms as John Cleese attempts to return a slightly defective parrot.
Oh, yes, the Norwegian
Slightly.
blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead.
Ever the appeasing shop owner, Michael
The
Palin tries
Norwegian
to
blue.
assuage his customer's assertion that the bird is, well, dead.
If it's resting, I'll wake it up. Hello, Polly. I got a nice cuttlefish for you when you wake up, Polly Parrot.
There, it moved.
Maybe one of their most popular sketches of all time, Dead Parrot is a timeless struggle between customer and seller about faulty merchandise.
Well, I better replace it then.
If you want to get anything done in this country, you've got to complain till you're blue in the mouth.
Sorry, Gov, we're right out of parrots.
Do you agree with our list?
All right, what do you guys think? Is there one that's missing on there that you haven't seen, or sorry, is there one that's missing on there that you like that you think should be up there? I'm curious. All right, don't forget that we do have Philomena Kunk that is up on, and a bunch of other ones that are up on the memberships. If you want to do that, those are great. All right, until then, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. It would be helpful. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. All right, until next time, have a great day.